Hey guys, as always, thanks for tuning in. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own do-it-yourself version of a Pixelcade LCD. So you'll take a LCD bar, you can get these off the internet. This is a popular one. You can get these off AliExpress. There's lots of different sizes you can get. You want to have a resolution of 1920 by 360, or in this case, 1280 by 390. And you can also do a AtGames BitLCD. So this is a BitLCD. It's got an HDMI input. This kit will work with that one as well. All right, so now let me show you how to connect everything. So first thing, you're going to want to get yourself an Orange Pi 03. Looks like this. It also works with an Orange Pi 02. Looks like this, but these are hard to get. These are discontinued. So you're going to have much better luck getting the 3. It's actually a little bit smaller, as you can see. So that's the Orange Pi 03. Get yourself a 64 gigabyte micro SD card. Highly recommend getting a SanDisk branded card. Don't get the generic ones. Didn't have as good of luck with those. So spend the extra money, get a real card. You're going to flash the image. So you get a download link. Use a tool like Balena Etcher to flash the image onto this card. Once you've done that, just pop it in here like so. And then now let's connect everything. So it also the kit comes with a Pixelcade PSU board. This just makes powering a bit easier. So the way we'll connect that is it also comes with this little cable here. Connect this guy right there. Connect this to the USB-C here. This also serves as a USB breakout in addition to power. So you'll connect, because the Pixelcade LCD software works over both Wi-Fi and USB. We recommend USB because that's a little easier, more plug and play. So the kit will come with this cable, USB A to A cable, 10-foot long cable. If you need 6-foot, let us know. We can special order that in your order. Just put an order note. Connect this here, and then the other end goes to the USB of your arcade machine or Raspberry Pi. Then we want to connect your video, so micro HDMI cable included, or I think mini HDMI. And then typically with your setup, your LCD will come with what's called a scalar board, something that looks like this. This will have HDMI inputs. You'll connect the HDMI here, and then the power. This is what's nice about this board is there's a power for main, and then on the left there's a power to power your LCD. So just go like that. So it's kind of nice because now you have one power solution. Just give this guy 12 volts. So 12 volt power brick or the Pixelcade SATA power cable. I recommend to use this if you're PC based, because basically you just connect this to a free SATA power port on your PC power supply, this end, and then this end here, then instead of that power brick, we just pop this in, and then basically it's really clean. You're powering everything off your PC power supply. When you turn on your PC, Pixelcade turns on. When you turn off your PC, Pixelcade turns off. So it's much cleaner. You don't have to deal with this power brick. But if you're not PC based and you're using a Raspberry Pi, for example, then you got to go with the power brick option. So this is an optional. You can get this from us as well. 12 volts, 5 amps. So that is basically how to connect everything. So at this point, let me just show you a real life example, end to end, everything connected. So let's go ahead and grab a display. So this is a 24-inch LCD bar. You can get these on eBay, you can get them on Amazon, etc. So, or AliExpress is a good place. All right, so we got our, okay, here, let me just unplug everything just to make the connections a little bit cleaner. So you'll have a cable that looks like this. Go ahead and pop that in. You'll notice there's a red side, and that will always go on the right side. I think this cable only goes in one way as well. Let's pop that in. Okay, so again, just so you got it right, it goes like that. And then we also have the inverter board, which will typically look something like this. And typically you'll see like a red connector, that's for the inverter. And there's another connector actually that actually has the same pin out, so it's a little, you got to be a little careful. This is for the IR receiver. So that's what this is. This is for the inverter. The inverter will then connect like so. And then from your LCD, sometimes there's one wire, sometimes there's two. Just depends on what you have. If there's two, that's what this is, and this. This one only has one. So we'll just connect that here. Okay, and remember, we already flashed our Pixelcade software on the Orange Pi. So we have that there as well. Now let's go ahead and reconnect our power. And let's reconnect our HDMI. Okay. And so if you get a Pixelcade from us, like, this is kind of a mess. So this is all mounted for you nice and clean, but you know, if you do it yourselfer, I get it. You can just, you know, mount this so it's not so messy. And so let's go ahead and flip this over here. And let's just double check we've got everything connected correctly. So 2 connections going on our Orange Pi 3. This is the HDMI. Okay, so connections look good. Let's go ahead and power everything up. We'll just give the PSU power. And with any luck, we should get a display on our Pixelcade. Okay, so you'll see this. That means Pixelcade is booting up. Now, because we don't have our Wi-Fi set up, you'll get this prompt. Get out your phone, scan the app, get the Pixelcade mobile app, and follow the instructions to get this on your Wi-Fi. But what I can do is cheat, and let's just connect Ethernet. And we'll go ahead and reboot. And if I'm on Ethernet, it's going to find the network, and you'll see what happens when we boot it up. Okay, so let's just power off and on. Okay, so same thing. We've actually made quite a few improvements to the software, so it boots up pretty fast. So you'll see here it boot up here in just a sec. And that's it. Now we're booting. Now let me show you how to connect a AtGames BitLCD. So this essentially converts a BitLCD into a Pixelcade LCD. So we've got the back of it here. Here's the front. Flip it over on the back. Make sure there's a little switch here. Make sure that is pointing up this way. So it may be down. Just switch it to it's pointing up. Take that same power connector that was going into that scaler board from the earlier thing. Pop it in here. And then we'll take our HDMI out and just pop that in here. And you can tuck these cables, you know, like this. They've got a nice little slot for you, so it's flush mount. When you mount it, I'll probably create a little mounting kit for this down the road, so it's a little bit cleaner. But then just go ahead and, you know, power up your board here with your power brick or Pixelcade SATA power cable. And let's go ahead and flip it over. And we should be getting a signal here. And then from the app here, we can just pick different marquees. I can just click away. And then if you toggle it to videos only, we've got some videos here as well. Pretty responsive. Made a lot of changes to the Pixelcade software to make it more responsive. Now, because this is a Pixelcade, you now have features here that we didn't have on your BitLCD, like for example, the sports scoreboard. That's a nice one. So that is showing you hockey scores. We got stocks and crypto. We got news. So all sorts of stuff. I won't show you all of these, but this you can play around with at your leisure, you know, Netflix top 10. I've got a lot of other videos on this. So, but that's kind of the point. This basically turns your BitLCD, which was a nice marquee, nothing wrong with it, but a lot of also additional features here you get with the Pixelcade LCD system. There's an attract mode as well. So this is basically kind of like a screensaver, all sorts of cool stuff you can do here. So hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, love any feedback. And thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.